Resin printing is insane at getting crazy details, but often the printers are so small that you can only do projects like figurines and statues, where you have to go to FDM for big helmets and things like that. Well, with the Phrozen Mega 8KS, you can do full-size helmets in resin and get all of those details. Hey, I'm Dylan from Saturday Morning Props, where I teach everything about 3D printing, from tips and tricks to full cosplays and things like that. And in this video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Phrozen Mega 8KS, along with a cure and wash as well. Let me know in the comments down below what you would print with a giant resin printer. So this printer is actually a dream come true for me. When I started 3D printing, in order to pay for the hobby, I had to do a lot of commissions. My rule was always make two, keep one, sell one. But with FDM printing, you have to sand so much that I was putting so much time in there that I was barely making any money off of them. The hours that it took sanding made it to where I was making less than a fast food employee. So the dream was to have a helmet-sized resin printer to where I could do less work sanding and be able to make a little bit more profit. So when I decided to make the 3D printing YouTube channel, I had two goals. One was make all of the Beetleborg helmets, and the other was to get a Phrozen Mega 8K. And so with this printer, I checked off a huge goal of my channel. Phrozen, thank you so much for working with me and helping me accomplish that goal. You all have been amazing to work with. Alright, enough with this happy emotional stuff, let's get into the review. Phrozen does an amazing job packing these machines, and I know that that should be expected, but with companies, there's a lot that ship, and you'll see horror stories of deliveries and things like that where people are getting broken printers from different companies and things, but with Phrozen's, they are packed very well. They're covered in a high density foam, wrapped in plastic, and everything shipped perfectly. It was a premium experience unboxing this. Even little details down to Phrozen having their own tape. Everything about it was high quality. The build plate and the vat were both inside of dense foam inside of the printer as well. It comes with plugs for both the US and other countries, along with the other tools you'd expect. Little Allen wrenches, a plastic scraper for clearing your vat, a metal scraper for removing prints from the build plate, things that you would expect. It also comes with a year of Chitubox Pro. It also comes with a card for Pixup, which is a digital 3D printing marketplace that has tons of high quality models, things that are pre-supported, so that way you guys already have something to print right off the bat. The Phrozen Mega 8KS has a 15-inch 8K mono LCD screen. That is huge for consumer resin printing. Phrozen has been the leader in this space for a long time for big resin. When you think big resin, you definitely think of Phrozen. The printer also has a built-in drip hanger. So you can take the build plate and hang it on the top, and that allows all of the excess resin to drip off, saving you more material and saving your isopropyl alcohol. Now that you can get the excess off, you don't have to dip a bunch of leftover resin into your washing station, dirtying up the isopropyl alcohol for no reason. It also makes it nicer when transporting the build plate over to the wash station, so you're not dripping it around your workstation. It has a lift-up lid for space saving. It used to have doors that open, but now the lid lifts up. And it has a handle. I know that should be something that you think, well, I would hope so, but I have the Elgu Saturn IV Ultra, which also does that same style of lifting the lid back like that, and it has zero handle on it. So you kind of squeeze the sides and try to lift it up and back, and if you're wearing gloves and things like that, or like you have touched resin or you want to do anything, it sucks trying to grab that. Having a handle is so nice. As the name entails, it's an 8K printer, which prints super high detail. With such a large resin printer, you'd expect it to be pretty slow, but it actually can go pretty fast. It has an ACF film in the vat, and then on top of that, with Phrozen's high-speed resins, you can actually go up to 600 layers per hour. I do wish that the vat had different markings for how much resin is left in there. The Chitubox estimates for how much resin was used was pretty off for me, so I had done 2 plates and I should have had plenty of resin left in there. I had put 2 bottles in, and after doing just the one helmet and then this next plate, I ended up running out of resin, but if I had been able to see, maybe I could have done it better. But Phrozen does make a product that allows you to do auto refills that solves that issue. So with a large resin printer, you need a large cure and wash station. The Wash Mega S is a 25-liter wash station, which is great for full-size helmets or a ton of models all at once. It has 2 speeds and 2 propellers inside, which creates a double vortex for optimal cleaning. It also automatically reverses direction for an even thorough clean. And it has a built-in spout for easy drainage. I do have two little complaints with this thing as well. It can't be all sunshine and roses. I wish that it had a gasket around the top of the lid and maybe a snap system to make it airtight. This kind of like pressure fits almost like a takeout lid. And so I'm worried that the alcohol is going to evaporate over time. And there's 2 gallons of isopropyl alcohol in there. And that's over $30 a bottle in that. And so I really hope that that doesn't evaporate out of the container. Something that was more secure and airtight would make me be a little bit more confident. I know that it's a large wash station, but I do wish that the container was separate and that they use magnets to spin the propellers. And so that way I could take the wash station over towards the printer to be able to move the build onto it instead of transporting the build plate around my workstation over to it. If you're liking the content, like, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTube things. This channel is really booming and I'd love to have you along with the ride. You guys have been awesome supporting the channel and I love you guys. This cure station is awesome. It has a feature that I didn't even know I needed. It has 2 fans inside of it. When I first got into resin printing, I didn't know that you needed to dry your models completely before curing. You don't want the isopropyl alcohol sitting on the model when you go to cure it. It can make parts shiny or leave residue and things like that. So with the cure station, you can put it in there and dry off your prints rather than just sitting around and waiting for it to dry. And it has a detachable rack that goes in the middle to where you can do a bunch of things inside of that at the same time. It has lights on all sides and a motorized turntable inside to really evenly and thoroughly cure your models. The resin that I used was Phrozens Aqua Hyperfine Graphite Resin. I used their generic stock settings with it and had instant results. The slicer I used with the printer was Chitubox. I actually used the basic version because I figured that was more helpful for all of you all to see, but it does come with a year of Pro. There's already a profile for the Phrozen Mega 8KS on their slicer, so you just select that, and then I used their recommended settings for their resin. For my literal first print, I decided to go really big and do Do3D's Black Panther from Infinity War. You can get 20% off all Do3D.com models with code SMP20. And if you're in the Christmas season right now watching this, it's actually 50% off right now. That's 50% off the lowest mark price. And then I used Chitubox auto supports, but that ended up being an issue that I'll talk about. I went super high detail and printed this at a 0.03 layer height, so it took 94 hours to print. And when I opened up the printer, I was so excited. Complete success right off the start. Very first print. It is such a big, heavy helmet, and it had great bed adhesion. Everything looked amazing. From everything that I could see, the printer had done so good capturing all of that detail. I used their settings, the bed was already calibrated out of the factory, and had a great successful print. But me relying on auto supports was the failure. I didn't see, but it had supported a bunch of the tiny details of the helmet, which made the tip of that fuse with some of the details. And on top of that, it put supports too close to the helmet to where it ended up fusing with the cheeks. I should have done supports that were further away that leaned over to catch it, but I just didn't know about that yet. I hope you can see how great the quality of the actual printer is and not my actual result because of my failure. But I wanted to show you the real experience. A better example of Phrozen's quality is my buddy Zacharias Cat. He runs Procure 3D Props over on Instagram, and he uses the Phrozen Mega 8K. He has done so many amazing high detailed helmets with this. The quality comes out amazing with these printers. He is the king of making Black Panther masks. Go look at his work. And Zach, thanks for sending some footage so that way people can see a great prop. Large helmets aren't the only thing you can do with this printer. I filled up that entire bed with miniatures from Star Wars Legion and had a whole army on there. I put like 25 clone troopers on this thing, a huge army of soldiers. And again, with zero calibration or anything like that, I had great success. Being able to do so many at one time saves so much time. So time only increases by layer height. So if they're all the same height, it doesn't matter how many there are. It's the same time if you printed one or 25 of them. I used to have a tiny resin printer where I could only print 2 things at a time. And so I would have to take that, then go through the process of taking it off, cleaning it, washing it, curing it, cleaning the build plate, putting back on there, doing 2. And so every time was a 30-minute process just to get 2 little figurines. Now I can do a whole army at one go. The bed adhesion was perfect. It was stuck to where I didn't have any failures, but with the scraper I was able to remove them from the build plate pretty easily. I was able to wash them all at the same time. And then with the awesome curing station, was able to dry them off. And then I cured them in 2 batches just to make sure they all cured well. And the prints came out awesome. These figurines are tiny and they did a great job with them. This little hologram held by a tiny clone is the craziest thing. This printer is seriously amazing. With just standard settings, I was able to have success right off the bat. But that's what you expect from a leader in this industry. Having that whole helmet print on the very first try of the very first print is just crazy. It shows you how dialed the printer is coming straight from the factory. Even with my support fails, I'm so impressed. I can't wait to keep practicing with this thing and just see the things I'm going to make this year. This is one of the best tools in my workshop now. Thank you again, Phrozen. It has been wonderful to work with you guys, a pioneer and leader in this industry. You guys are fantastic. I'm going to practice my supports, ask Zach for tips and things like that, so that way I can also showcase a sweet helmet off of this thing. So stay tuned for a follow-up video where I show what I've learned down the road and more better results with this printer. Be sure to check out Phrozen's Christmas sale. They've extended it all the way to January 8th. I'll have it linked in the description and the pinned comment below. Save up to 12% off store-wide and $15 off with code XMSM15. Watch another video after this like my K2 Plus review for more large 3D printing. Love you guys. Peace.